Yo, what's good? Welcome to Slant of a Changing Man. I will be your host. I am Gold, and this is another episode. Bringing you a show about changes, understanding, basically just me putting out there my opinion on things to see um, if I can give someone um, an answer upon what I feel like they would need to be able to change into the best them. I feel like a lot of stuff is missing, and because things aren't interpreted in a way that everybody can get an understanding of the situation, some people could get an understanding from me if they feel like it is the answer. Today, I wanted to come bring the situation that I believe is one of the big problems of an understanding of what we as human beings, as people, uh, don't really understand about ourselves. And the thing that they tell us all the time, but we don't listen to it because of the fact that we, if we are, if it becomes known to us, some of us will feel guilty of it, and some of us don't know how to combat against it. So, what am I talking about? Well, the one thing that I feel that we as humans have a problem with, and we come to the conclusion, is that we want more. We are built to want more. We're built to want more success. We're built to want more championships. We're built to want more money. We're built to want more businesses, more security, um, more safety, more reasons to feel as if we have a purpose. If you look at a lot of the situations that we go through every day, it's always about having more. If you have one bodyguard and some situation happens, you're going to want more because of the situation of somebody else or a situation that you went through that says that I really need more. When you're playing sports, nobody ever quits after just winning one championship if they're at the beginning of their career. If you came in your second or third year, you win a championship, you don't just quit going for a championship because of the fact that you won one. You want more. When we look at, a bigger situation, the battle upon people's opinions of who's the greatest all time in basketball. There is nothing that a person wants but more. When you look at someone like LeBron James or Kobe Bryant and they're going against Michael Jordan, it always has to be a situation where they want more than what he's done or more of a reason. Or for some people, there's nothing that you can do because you haven't done enough. Or they just want to see you do more so that you're not able to surpass that reason. It has to be security for that reason. We look for more for every purpose that it is. Some people want more women. Some people want more money. Some people just want more. And it becomes a problem for some people because of the fact that more is an addiction. Wanting more when you know you can have more is very much an addiction when it comes to actually being a person, actually being able to say stop, actually being able to care about others when it comes to how you're going to continue your journey on the more path. When you get enough money, there is a point to where you can say stop. there is something to where you can actually say, like, I've had enough, or I'm able to stop wanting more. But it becomes more security to have more of it. Becomes more safety for a situation if anything happens to want more. If actually, because we've made a system to where we're actually able to have more money than what money is on the table, because of the fact that we have credit and we have digital digital accounts and digital ways of handling money. So it's more of a security to be able to have it in the account, because of the fact of having money. Somebody can come take 20, 30, 40, $50, but somebody has to have more knowledge in the computer aspect to break into having your money. Instead of somebody stepping in and just robbing you with it, there's different ways that you can actually have. It's more of a security to have not only money in your pocket, but money in the computer that nobody can touch. We're always looking for something else to provide us with more excitement. When you go to a amusement park, you don't just get on the funnest ride and be like, I'm done, let's go home. The only ride that I want to get on is that one. You might enjoy another ride 2, 3, 4 times. And when you get done riding all the rides, it doesn't mean that you're just done and you're not going to ever come back, because you conquered that fear of getting on those rides. You might want more of an excitement, more memories, more being able to enjoy it with different people. More is a big word. So as we go through life, the real battle against more is being able to say, all right, I'm done. To be content. To be okay. You know, death is one thing that scares a lot of people, because there's no more time. You can't get more time. We want more time, but we all have our end date, our expiration date, our date where we're done experiencing things. So to combat against that, we want to make it so that we've made the most out of life. We've had more experiences. We've made more changes to other people's lives. We've gone and got the most that we could out of the situation, so that we're able to feel grand about leaving this earth. Feel content about leaving this earth with the legacy of what we've had. A lot of people don't feel like they're going to reach their full potential, and it kind of bugs them, because maybe if they had a little bit more time, they were able to do that. But then what is the real thing that happens? What becomes a person that can't overcome more? What happens when greed becomes your habitual nature? When it becomes your mindset? When it actually overtakes you and just stays inside of you? What happens when fear of not being able to have more becomes something that you have to battle against? When we look at how we handle our lives and we say that we're okay with situations, are we actually able to be okay with it? How do you become okay with it? You know, when I look at a situation like retirement from a job, or retirement from all that you've known, some people can be okay to leaving that chapter behind by putting in all the effort that they were able to do. They've learned about themselves, and they've also learned about what it takes to be the best, and they became that. And they became that for a time to where they gave the best effort, and there's nothing else that they can do. When that time comes and it's time to move on, they're actually able to, because that's it. That's all that they can give. And leaving in the best manner is what's best, that would fulfill them. Not just leaving, but leaving on their terms. Now, for a lot of people, for people that I've talked to, I've tried to break it down to them, like, you never want to feel as if you left something feeling as if you didn't leave on your terms. If you leave on somebody else's terms, it will be something to where you will have to look back and say, well, I could have did that differently, or I could have did that differently. But when you've actually put in all the skills, all the effort, all the love, and you're able to say, that's all I was able to give, and that's all I could give to my surroundings, that's it. You're more able to walk around happy on the experience that you've had and what you've done. Is it always going to be that case? No. Because at one moment you're going to feel like that one move, that one thought, that one remembrance, if it would have came earlier, would have let you have a different spark on it. But then is life fair? Was it made for you to have that type of change? Or is there something throwing it at you to bug you about the change that you're sitting here thinking about? They say if you want to make a decision, you want to make it to where 10 years down the line, you could actually look back and say that move was what affected 10 years later. So if I can look and say, in 10 years, this was the most crucial of decisions that I could make, that I made 10 years ago, and it affected how I've turned out today, then you will want to think about that. It's hard to, but to understand where you want to be at, that has to be a thought. Faith is something that we move by, that we have to move by. Because if we don't, then you'll most likely be moving in fear, which is also faith, but in the wrong way. If we move in confidence and not in arrogance or any other thing, it will make it so that we are at our best. Skillfully is how we want to move. Sometimes that does bring on, cocky, arrogant thoughts, but at the same time, do you really want to be in a position to where you can harm somebody else out of your fear of moving on? I know I don't. And that's why I make these tapes. That's why I make these episodes, because the best move is to be able to do something right now that will probably affect somebody else in 10 years. If I didn't make these in 10 years, what would I think back and say to myself? Well, I do thank you for coming here, listening to the episode. I hope everybody has a great day, a great week, a great month, great 10 years. Aspect Slant of a Changing Man. I'll holla at you.